Hi, I'm Marisa, and I'm making this video for all of you so that you can learn how to do self-oil massage, or Abhyanga is the term we use in Ayurveda. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because several of you have been asking me about Abhyanga, and I wanted to personally make a video and also some written information, which is below, on how to do it. There is a lot of information on the internet about Abhyanga, self-oil massage. There's just like tons of ways in which to do it. There's specific ways that I learned how to do it from the Ayurvedic college that I attend, and then also my way of doing it that I found is sustainable. My biggest goal for all of you is that you understand the benefits as to why you might want to do self-oil massage, which is to improve your health, by the way, but also how you can easily weave it into your regular life. I mean, maybe not at first, you're not going to do it like every day, but in time, it should feel like something that is so beneficial and important to you that you're doing it regularly. And every day is the ideal. So, let me begin with explaining exactly what to do. So it is oil massage that you're doing for yourself, and it's the big like buzzword or term right now is like self-care. But basically what I want you to understand is that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care. And so one way to do that so that you have good health, improved health, and lasting health is to begin to incorporate some of the Ayurvedic practices that I teach, and also yoga, because yoga and Ayurveda are two systems that go together completely, very smoothly. They like dovetail into one another, and they really should be practiced together. So for oil massage, what you need to do is warm up some oil and then apply it to your body. And there's lots of ways to do it, and I want to explain to you how to do it today in this video so that you understand it easily and that you can begin to do it, hopefully today. So let me just also say that there are a lot of benefits to doing warm oil massage, of which I've listed them below. But I want you to understand the overarching reason why there's benefits to this, and that is that mostly we're made up of water. Like the human body is mostly water or liquids, and I'm sure you've heard that before. And you can think about water in the body as like blood, or maybe like the mucous membranes in your sinus cavity, and also some of the other body fluids that you easily know of. But also I want you to understand that body fluids also include like bone marrow in the body, the protective outer layer of all the internal organs, including like the lungs. The outer layer of the lungs is like liquid-like, and also the outer layer of your muscles. The outer layer helps protect what's inside. So you can also think about your body, the skin, is this outer layer protecting your whole being, your whole self. And so when you oil your body, you're not only moisturizing it so that it feels good, so that it's smooth, it's a protective layer that you're supporting. So you're supporting the protective layer of you. I also want you to think about the lymph nodes. Now, the lymph system is all over the body, and the action of the lymphs is to purify, right? It's to purify the liquid in the lymphs, or the liquids, let me say that. But the only way that the lymph nodes work is by movement, and the movement comes from breathing and also from moving the muscles or exercising. That's why good health is obtained by breathing well and also exercising. I mean, it's one of the reasons. But besides breathing and exercising, the other way to help you flush your lymphatic system is by massage, like massaging the skin, which is where Abhyanga comes in. So I hope that's helpful to you to like kind of begin to understand more of the physiology of what's happening when you do self massage with warm oil. Okay, so what you need is some oil, and I recommend that you put it in a small glass jar like this, and I'll talk about the oil in a minute. So you need some oil. This is about enough for like the whole body. In fact, this is kind of a lot. Like if you put this much oil on your body, it's going to be kind of thick. There's going to be like a thick layer of oil on you. And then also you need some old clothes, right? You need to put on some old clothes. It's just some sweatpants and a t-shirt and some socks, because your body is going to be oily and you want to make sure that you're not ruining like some of your favorite clothes. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all you need. The oil, and then something to put on after you put on the oil. So about the oil, there's lots of information about oil and what oil to use and why you might want to use it. I'm going to break it down into 2 oils and then like a third one just for more information. But basically, I want you to think about yourself. I want you to think about yourself. And if you are somebody that is generally a bit cold, that your hands or feet are cold, or your fingertips, if you feel tired often, and in general, there's like a coolness to you, like you want to wear something warm, or you want to be in the sun, or you want to you know, move around to sort of build warmth in your body, then I want you to use a warming oil, or an oil that has warming properties. And the best one that I can recommend for that, and that lots of people recommend, is sesame oil. It's sesame oil. So if you're kind of on the cooler end of things, if any of that sounded familiar or even partially familiar, then you should use sesame oil. But if you're somebody that kind of runs hot, that you have like kind of burning indigestion often, that you move around a lot, you're basically warm, you walk into the house and you want to open the window, then you're somebody that runs a little bit warm all the time. And so you want to use an oil that has more cooling properties or components to it. And so then I would recommend for you a coconut oil, because that's a cooler oil. If you're not sure which one of these 2, or anyway, like you don't even want to make that decision, but you want to know about an oil that's really common to find, like in your grocery store, then I will recommend to you that you use almond oil, because that's a basic good oil. That's good for anyone, whether they're really running hot or they're actually very cool and cold. So almond oil. Otherwise, it's sesame if you're kind of on the cooler end of things, or if you're like burning hot a lot of the times, it's coconut oil. So then whatever oil it is you do, you put it into this glass jar. I mean, this is my recommendation. You put it into a little jar, and then you take a pot of water and you put it into the pot, and you warm this up on your stove. So I want to point out to you that you don't want to put like burning oil on your skin, right? Super hot, like boiled oil, but you want to warm up your oil, because warm oil on the skin is a lot more comfortable, even if you're somebody that runs hot, right? So you have the oil, it's all warm, and you can go into your bathroom and begin to put the oil on from your shoulders down towards your feet. So you start at your shoulders and move towards your feet. If you are someone that feels like you need to be a little bit more grounded in your life, you'd like to have a life that was a little slower paced, where you had more time for things, where you could like collect your thoughts more easily, and then just be more settled in general, then you want to use the oil from top of your body down towards your feet, because that's going to be more grounding for you. That's going to like solidify you in your body. It's going to calm your mind, help you get centered, and be more right there where you want to be, which is with yourself in a like comfortable, calm way. If you're somebody that is having a really difficult time getting up in the morning, if you are very attached to things that are going on in your life right now, don't want any change, or if you're attached to something that happened in the past that you're even maybe pining over, if you're somebody that's quite slow and sluggish, even with slow digestion, if you know that you're depressed or feel like, gosh, you're kind of on the edge of what may be depression, then I want you to elevate and lift your energy. And so then you need to start with the oil at your feet or your toes really, and work up your body all the way to your neck and shoulders. So to help build energy and be more able to like function and be in the world in a way that's really comfortable and pleasant to you, then pull the energy up from the ground, from the floor, from your feet up towards above, to your heart, and then above your heart. But if you need to ground and be more in your body and be functioning slower and more grounded, it's from the shoulders down. And I think that kind of information for you is one of the most helpful things I could share with you as a yoga teacher and as a Ayurveda practitioner. You need to think about yourself take care of yourself and begin to understand what's best for you, given, a range of information. And then about the actual massage itself. So again, there's a lot of information about how to do this, like rub really hard or really soft or many ways. And I want to explain to you a few things. One is, I'm going to put some oil on. One is that you do need to put it on your hands first. So I want you to put it on your hands first so that your hands are really wet and full of the oil. So this is like the first thing, right? Your hands get the oil and they're quite oiled. Here, let me move back so you can see a little better. Your hands are really well oiled. You could even rub your palms together to create some heat. It feels really good. You can go at whatever pace you want. I think it really should depend on how much time you have. Sometimes when I do warm oil massage, I don't have that much time. I have like a few minutes and then I need to move on with the next thing. But I take time for the massage because I know I'll feel better and I know it'll help me throughout my day, or if I do it at night, I know it'll help me with sleeping better, and then I'll be better the next day. So put it on your hands first and then begin to put it on your body, either from shoulders down or feet up. And you could put on a small layer of oil all over your body. Actually, that's one of my more favorite ways to do it, where I'm putting it all over my body and I'm rubbing it in just enough. Like I'm going a few times over my body to make sure that the oil is everywhere, and it really can be everywhere, and kind of rubbed in. I especially like that if I know that I don't have time to put on my oil massaged clothes. I'm just going to put on my regular clothes. But when you can do a thicker layer of oil, really put it on thick. It should feel good, and you can rub briskly. You can be soft with it. Make sure you get like the back side of you as much as you can, and then put on your like oil massage clothes. And the reason I'm saying this is over time, maybe depends on how often you do it, but maybe if you do it regularly, after 2 months, these clothes need to be thrown away because you can't wash the oil out of them. There's too much oil saturated into the fabric. So, so then you have the oil all over your body. Now, if you want to put the oil on your face, it's perfectly fine. Not everybody likes to do that, so I just wanted to give you that option. That if you're somebody that's like, I don't want to put that oil, one of those oils I mentioned, on my face, I use a cream or I don't use anything or whatever it is, that's fine. You don't have to put it on your face, but you can. And also you can put it on your hair. You can really saturate your hair. It's excellent for your hair and your scalp. Excellent for your hair and your scalp. So that's some basic information about the oil and the oil massage. Now I wanted to say a couple ways or times of day to do it. One way is to do it first thing in the morning. So you can get up, put the oil in the jar on the stove so it's heating, and then when you're ready, you put oil all over your body, and then you can put on your clothes for oil massage. And then you can later change your clothes and just put on your regular like work clothes or whatever. You don't have to take a shower after the oil. You can. I don't always, but you can take a shower after a while. You need to keep the oil on at least 20 minutes, which I think actually is really too short of a time, but that is what I was taught. And I thought, okay, 20 minutes, if that's all you have time for, and then you really feel like you have to wash it off, then just do it that amount. But if you can keep it on longer, like an hour, do a few things, and then take a shower or not, and put on your regular clothes and go out through the rest of your day. You don't have to wash off the oil with soap. You can just use warm water. It's fine. The other way that is a good way to do the oil massage is in the evening, and also by taking a bath. If you take a bath, whatever way you like to take a bath, you can put whatever you want in the water, but you also can put the jar of oil in the bath water to heat it up, and then when you get out of the bathtub, with your body still slightly damp, you can apply the oil. And that's really nice. It's extremely soothing and relaxing. And after a warm bath, you really do need to stay relaxed for a while. Otherwise, it's too jarring to the nervous system. Also, taking a bath and then doing oil massage at the end of your day is a great way to support you in getting a really, really good night's sleep. Very, very restful sleep. That's why we tend to bathe our children, right? Young babies and young children, we bathe them at night because we're getting them ready to have a good night's sleep or get plenty of sleep at night. So I hope all of this information is helpful to you. I do want you to know that this way of doing a warm oil massage, self-massage, that is Abhyanga in Sanskrit, comes from the Ayurvedic tradition. And there is lots of information that's Ayurvedic based. It's very old information. It's like 5 or 6 millennia before the Common Era is when this information comes. There is some written documentation that's just from the 1st century before the Common Era, and I wanted to read to you what I found in that book that it says about oil massage. So it says, the human body, when conditioned with oil, the skin becomes beautiful and tolerance to hardship and physical strain is enhanced. A person's body accustomed to oil massage is not likely to be afflicted with injury due to external trauma or strenuous physical exertion. A person, by applying oil massage, becomes smooth and plump, strong and good-looking, while slowing the aging process. So I hope this has been motivating to you and also informative, and I also hope it was really clear so that you have some understanding of how to do this yourself without questioning what you're doing. And let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you have more questions or really any questions, let me know. I'll certainly answer them. And if you like this video, please like and follow me here on YouTube. Take care.